Hiya, Amy. It's been a little while since I should have done my last video, done this video. It's been about a week. I was really busy with work and then my mum came down so I couldn't kind of get things done. But this is the first opportunity I've had to actually get this video done. So I've just had, I think what makes out was my 7th injection, I think. I'm just over 6 months on T, basically. Which seems ridiculous now, thinking about where I was at the beginning of the year, but I'm absolutely ecstatic with the way things are changing and the way things are going. Just looking kind of for the next step now. I've made a little list of things I need to include in my video because I always tend to forget. So I've made that list. My last injection, I was supposed to have it at the doctor's surgery, but due to a family event that was happening I couldn't have it done that day. The doctor's surgery were actually really good about it. They let me pick up my vial, and as I work at the hospital I asked them would it be right if I get one of the nurses at work to do it for me, and they were like, yep, that's fine. So I picked up my medication, went to one of the wards that I know the staff in there really well, and I asked one of the nurses there to do my injection. She said she didn't have any problems with doing my injection, she didn't really ask that much about it. But I think when you look at the box and it says testosterone, ethynate on it, you kind of like, that's fair enough. So yeah, so I got her to do my injection. She said that it must hurt because it's really thick kind of liquid going in, but it didn't particularly hurt. She did really well actually compared to other nurses I've had where it's been quite painful. But yeah, so she did that well. My first update on the list is my voice. My voice does keep getting lower and lower. Family members keep saying Amy's family and things like that. My mum's been down, I haven't seen her in a little while, and she commented on my voice. It's a lot deeper in the mornings, and then as I do a lot of talking during the day, in the evening and things, it gets higher. Not to what it done as previous, but it's still higher, and it's still frustrating, and I end up getting really annoyed in the evenings that my voice isn't as low as how it was in the mornings. I think my voice is helping pass much better now because how I look matches my voice, whereas before it didn't, and it really confused people. But I think now people are just kind of going along with it. Next one's hair. I've got some more hairs coming in under here and at the sides. I used to shave once every couple of weeks, but I shaved about a week ago and I've got a lot of hairs coming in onto here. I've got more hairs on my left side than my right, on my sideburns. I've got some hair in my tash line, but nothing that's really noticeable at the moment, but I keep shaving every couple of weeks or so as I do, just to make sure it's nice and tidy and stuff. I've got hair on my knees, on the backs of my thighs, all the way up pretty much. I've got more of a snail trail. I've got more hair across my chest and my stomach area. I've got some actually coming in my chest now, which is a bit strange. It's very fine and light at the moment, with a few random dark hairs. But yeah, that's all coming in now. I do have a lot of acne at the moment, and I kind of wash my face every day using this, that and the other, but nothing seeming to kind of deal with it. I think it's just a phase that I'm going to have to go through because I've got a lot of hairs coming through, and that's where the spots tend to be, so it's all down the sides and right in my chin line. But I also got quite a few spots on my back now, which is really frustrating. Hair wise, I think that's it. I've got some random hairs that come in on the tops of my cheek, but yeah. Sorry, upstairs. We live in a house, but they're 2 flats, and upstairs are being really loud at the moment. Muscle growth wise, I haven't done a great deal of kind of weightlifting and things like that. I would like to join a gym, but it's so expensive. It's about £30 a month. When you look at that over a year, and we're trying to get a house and things, is it worth it? I've got a few weights here, and I'm trying to, as soon as I've had my injection, do some weights after for the next few days, just to kind of build on the amount of testosterone I've got and stuff inside me. I haven't really noticed any changes. We are going to have to do, I forgot this at the moment, but we'll do it soon, my measurements and see if there's any changes. I think everything's, I think my waist is still getting bigger, so that's making me more straight lined hopefully. My thighs are getting bigger, and my upper arms are still getting bigger, and my shoulders are getting broader, which is really good. Downstairs growth, excuse me, I don't think there's been massive change in the past month actually. Every so often it's been slightly uncomfortable at work and things, but that's been manageable. Sensitivity wise, I don't think it's as sensitive or as big a change in sensitivity since my last injections actually. So my libido I don't think has changed much. No, it kind of plateaued at the moment. My shark attacks have stopped. Yes! I had last one the end of June, I think, maybe July, somewhere around there. But that was my last one, so I've had a couple of months without, which is really good. I know when people say they change from testosterone to libido, that shark attack comes back again. I'm trying to prepare myself as much for that as I can, but I feel that I will just end up being really frustrated and really dysphoric if it comes back again, because you kind of think, oh, it's over now, I don't have to deal with that anymore. Change medication comes back and yeah, really messes with your head. Passing wise, I think it's getting better, especially with my voice and things. There's still a lot of way to go. Some people just aren't accepting it whatsoever that I see around, and I don't pass at all. And other people, a lot of the patients I work with at the minute, they're the older generation, and some patients I absolutely pass with 100%. They'd have no doubts about it. Then other people, female, and that's it. And you know, they deal with a lot of people with dementia, so but also chances are that I'm going to see them again very unlikely, so I just kind of pass it off, deal with it. Don't know if I mentioned this in my last video, but one of the nurses at work asked one of my colleagues if I was trans basically, and this is one of my colleagues. I said that she could tell because she doesn't know about my history, so she had a chat with the nurse. I've only seen the nurse a couple of times since that's happened. It's been a bit awkward, I'll have to be honest, but she knows I'm trans. I prefer that her calling me Zack with male pronouns and stuff compared to her continuously using female pronouns, things like that. I'm happy, I'm fine with that. Me being trans at work, there's no kind of problems, issues arised at the moment with it. With the union that I'm in, there is a trans event going on, looking at kind of LGBT people within physiotherapy, but then looking specifically at trans issues in it. So me and Amy are going to go to that in October, which will be really good, because then at least we can see, it feels like it's going to be a kind of a show and tell. It's like, hi, I'm trans, hi, I'm a physio. But I want to see if there's other people in the world of physio that are trans, to put my voice, my issues across, and try and help change the way that trans people are seen within the NHS, within hospitals, within healthcare. Even if it's just by physios, that's fine, but I'll see what we can do. But yeah, I got a Charing Cross appointment. The 1st of October, I think it's the 1st of October, in the afternoon, about like 3 o'clock or something I think. So me and Amy are going to be heading up to London then, driving up probably. But if anyone does happen to be around Charing Cross, say hello. But yeah, hopefully that will give me my first sign off for top surgery, which I'm really, really wanting now. because my main thing is I really want to exercise and I can't because I would then have to change into a sports top, and that just makes me dysphoric, and I just don't go out there and do it because I'm that dysphoric, and I want to get over that. I don't want to have to do something in my binder so I get really hot and really sweaty. I don't want to have to change my sports top so I get dysphoric. I just want to be able to take our t-shirt off, put on a sports top, and go out, go for a run, go out on a bike, and things like that. So that's what I'm looking forward to, really. I don't think there's anything else that I need to comment on at the moment. But yeah, I'll put my Tumblr at the bottom, Amy's Tumblr at the bottom. Always feel free to follow either of us, send either of us messages or whatever. Any questions you've got, if you need advice or whatever, I can try and help. But you can always send messages or comments on the YouTube videos or the YouTube channel or whatever. But yeah, I think that's everything. Alright, see you later.